welcome to Qatar 365, the show that offers a unique look around Doha and the surrounding areas with me, Miranda Ratti. We all know our fashion choices tell a lot about who we are. So on this episode, we're meeting some of the people behind Qatar's most fashionable designs. Coming up, we look into Doha's ever-expanding sneaker market, talk haute couture with a fashion icon, and meet some established designers who have their fingers on the fashion pulse. The sneaker market is a global multi-billion-dollar industry that shows no signs of slowing down. New concept stores dedicated to rare limited edition shoes are springing up across Doha. So we sent Adil Halim to check out some of the city's latest offerings for sneakerheads.
A familiar face often greets international contemporary artists visiting Doha. However, social media influencer JBR, a sneaker collector, prefers not to be recognized online.
I want to have my social life separate from my work life and my personal life. So wearing the mask is just a way to get away with everything else and do my own thing without people knowing who you are.
But his famous friends definitely know who he is, including the late Virgil Abloh. Last November, the 41-year-old renowned American artist opened his Figures of Speech exhibition in Doha, just 2 weeks before his untimely death.
The idea of the Virgil signing here was Virgil was here in every sneaker. But I asked him to do a Virgil was in Doha. And he was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, and he wrote it. I do have some pairs that I really has value to myself, but this pair is the most valuable of all.
He believes sneakers are pieces of art, and he's not alone. Abdullah Al-Kabi is another Qatari hype beast, someone who follows trends and collects fashionable items, especially shoes and clothes.
It was a collaboration between a big luxury brand such as Dior and Nike. So having this collaboration joined the two markets of fashion together to create one. And having the numbers on them makes the item even more wanted by people, knowing that there is only so little in the market.
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry globally, but still in its relative infancy in the Gulf state. With demand increasing locally, Al-Kabi turned his passion into a profession. He founded Loft in 2019. Al-Kabi admits it was a tough sell at first, but the hype is growing.
The females wearing Nikes with their abaya or the males wearing Yeezys with their thobe has become gradually, you could say, normal to see in the country. It's nice for us to see that it's growing on them and they've managed to blend it in with their country's clothes.
Across the city, London-based Presented By recently opened a location in Masharab, Doha's design district.
Doha, I think it's a hidden gem in the sense that its design elements and sophistication and appreciation for the finer things in life.
Just like the limited edition collab showcase here in store, Presented By's boutique in the Doha Design District brings together old and new Qatar. You can see the country's traditional dune landscape blended with its high-tech emergence as a futuristic hub. While it may seem counterintuitive to open a bricks-and-mortar store today, Ridvan Atubi says he wanted to create an element of theater for consumers walking into a Presented By store.
Although they may not realize that they're looking at a $20,000 or pound shoe, but they're looking around thinking that this place is interesting. And if we're focusing on an experience rather than a product, that's what has differentiated us from an online store e-commerce.
As streetwear culture slowly gains acceptance in the country, young Qataris continue to balance their love for flashy sneakers with their respect for tradition.
Whether it's hand-picking a shirt from a young Colombian designer or cultivating a new homegrown talent to showcase in her boutiques, Qatari entrepreneur Amal Amin truly has built a fashion empire. And her newest offering in Doha's Place Vendôme Mall, Amici de Moda, epitomizes her ethos of combining art and fashion.
So what I'm trying to do is to put everything under one roof. I'm creating this mini department store, let's say, that contains everything that, let's say, a bride might need, starting from lingerie, perfume, ready-to-wear, evening wear, nightgowns, dresses, haute couture, accessories, sunglasses. And to me, you know, design is functionality. So I was trying to design every part of Amici to be functional for its aim.
And how did you discover the designers that you've chosen to feature here?
You know, based on my fashion experience for the last 10 years, you know, attending fashion weeks in Paris and other cities as well, we start to do a lot of network in fashion industry. And, you know, we've been like collaborating to each other, connecting each other with the right designers and the right brands that would be fit and suitable for our market.
And what do you love so much about fashion? Why do you think it's such an important part of our culture?
Well, you know, it's very important how a person needs to be dressed because it tells a lot about his personality. And I think if you want to get to a very important meeting, you need to be well dressed. If you want to go to an event, of course, you need to be well dressed. So, I mean, clothing is something very important in our daily life.
And it's not just the clothes, it's so much more than that. This is all about design and it's about art.
That's what I'm trying to do is, like our slogan is where art meets fashion. And I was trying to create a very artistic place that can all bring designers because design is art at the same time. I wanted just to create a gallery out of it. People, they can come and they enjoy it, and it's all about the experience. Either they buy or not.
How have you seen the fashion space here in Qatar change since you first started?
Yeah, there is a lot of new young designers that, especially in COVID period, a lot of people, they found themselves because they were like coaching themselves what they like, what they don't like. And most of the girls and the ladies in my society, they are into design and into fashion. And I'm very glad to see their creations, either in our local exhibitions or in our international exhibitions too.
Established Qatari designers have been making their mark on the fashion scene for a while now. Layla Al Ansari launched her exclusive women's wear in 2015, while Hissa Haddad started a luxury shoe line more than 4 years ago. And as Scheherazade Ghafoor discovered, both wanted to create work that reflects their heritage.
When chemical engineer Layla Al Ansari decided to follow her passion, she didn't realize her hobby would turn into a successful evening wear and bridal gown business with 13 employees.
When I was a young girl, I'm always dreaming of dresses, I'm always wearing gowns. Fashion is my passion. I'm really happy and I'm very proud to have my team. We can have a meeting, we have a brainstorming, and each one of us has a good idea to add into our designs. My team is consisting of different nationalities. Each one of us has his own culture, his own background. He's adding his own creativity, his own thinking, his own touch to the dresses.
For the special Doha Dreams project, she created a gown inspired by the Dior exhibition, but drew from traditional weaving techniques using palm fronds.
Everything here is inspiring me, like the cultures, my friend, my family, the sea and the desert. Everything I can take from my surroundings, especially the culture, of course.
Layla's limited edition designs are now showcased at one of Doha's most exclusive department stores, Galeries Lafayette. Also on display there for the very first time, a local shoe designer who established her brand in 2017.
Inspired by Arabic architecture, art and culture, Hissa Haddad created her exclusive shoe collection. Each line has a specific influence and almost every pair is uniquely embellished with embroidery, pearls or gems like these.
The shoes are designed in Doha but manufactured in Italy, with the collection making its debut at Paris Fashion Week.
I love shoes. I love wearing shoes. I love collecting shoes. I would say I'm a collector, but then I always look at the shoes and think this is not comfortable, This needs an extra touch to make it more lovely. This needs a piece of gem maybe to make it more glamorous. My main concern was comfort than the way the shoes should look. They should reflect something not about me, about my country.
And Hissa says her background in electronic communication engineering has helped her enhance her passion.
The technical design of it as well. So I did some courses in the University of Art in London while I was doing my master's degree. So I was running between Leeds and London just to do those courses. You know, engineers are very precise. I started working on the designs, checking the angles of the heels. Then it will be able to support her more. It will be more comfortable for her. I would say I'm inspired by the woman who is wearing them. Her strength, her power, what she's doing. It's mainly about the woman, especially in this period of time. Woman is a wife, a mother, and then at the same time she's working. So she should be happy in what she's wearing.
Hissa has an office at Scale 7, a local project offering support to creatives. But as Qatar's first shoe designer, she has her own words of advice for the next generation of footwear fashioners. Have a plan, strategize, and never give up.
From haute couture to bespoke shoes, Doha's earning its place as a fashion hub. And that's all we've got time for on this episode. But if you have any questions, just reach out via our hashtag Qatar365. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out Euronews.com for more. And of course, join us again next time on Qatar365.